Here in this video we will rank the 20 most powerful characters, creatures and entities of the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings live action movies. I repeat, from the movies. This list is as per our understanding and obviously there will be differences of opinions, which we would like to hear about down in the comments section below. We will be taking a break from the Monsterverse content till the release of the new Empire. Maybe because we were hit with a strike for predicting things too accurately. Anyway, Middle-earth is also truly an awesome space, so let's get to this list. At number 20 we have Shelob. This is the gigantic spider in The Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King. Shelob was a great spider and the greatest offspring of Ungoliant, the primordial spider. In the Third Age she lived on the borders of Mordor and was known to feed indiscriminately on everything coming to its domain, preying on the inhabitants, the orcs and humans as well. Number 19, Dane Ironfoot. He is the cousin of Thorin Oakenshield and the king under the mountain after the Battle of the Five Armies. He is one of the greatest dwarf warriors of the Third Age, eclipsed only by Thorin. He has been seen killing orcs like swatting flies, and even killing larger half-trolls. Number 18, Azog the Defiler. This pale white orc deserves a spot on this list even though there are many others that can be considered as strong as he is. He led a battle against Erebor in the Battle of the Five Armies, and before that he rode on a white warg that was the matriarch of all the other wargs. Number 17, Thorin Oakenshield. Son of Thrain, son of Thror, Thorin is no doubt a step higher in this list as he was seen defeating the previous entry in battle. This is a no shit Sherlock moment right here. He is also of a valuable bloodline amongst the dwarves, which is the line of Durin the Deathless, therefore making him innately a stronger specimen of dwarf compared to the run-of-the-mill squad. Number 16, Aragorn. Also known as Strider in Arnor and later renamed as the High King Elessar of the reunited kingdoms of Arnor and Gondor, he is the leader of the Dunedain and a descendant of the powerful race of men from Numenor. Aside from his long lifespan, he is also one of the best mortal fighters in The Lord of the Rings, besting orcs, trolls, wargs and whatnot. Number 15, Legolas. This might be just my opinion, but even though Legolas follows Aragorn as much as a beta follows an alpha, the Prince of the Woodland Realm is still no doubt a deadlier individual if they are compared one-on-one. He might not have the wisdom or magic of the other High Noldor elves, but he still brought down a Mimikil in the Pelennor Fields. Can you name another one that did it? Number 14, Treebeard. He is the oldest of the Ents and have been in the world ever since the awakening of the first elves. He even remembered the time of the elves teaching the trees to talk or speak. Treebeard, even though being over 11,000 years of age, is still a powerhouse, as he was the one that led the Ents to invade Isengard and put a stop to Saruman's schemes, sealing him inside the Tower of Orthanc. Number 13, Beorn. Beorn was a Northman, a skin changer and a chieftain of the Beornings, who lived near the river Anduin between Mirkwood and the Misty Mountains. Despite being incredibly powerful, Beorn was a peaceful man, respecting all life forms, with the exception of the northern orcs and the wargs. He is able to turn into a gigantic bear that can wreak havoc on entire formations of orcs and goblins as seen in the Battle of the Five Armies. Number 12, Thranduil. The Elven King, a sovereign of Mirkwood, he is the father of Legolas and a very cautious ruler of the Wood Elves. Thranduil is one of the most powerful elves in the entirety of the Third Age, maybe only eclipsed by Elrond and Galadriel. He is a swift swordsman and a general that leads his armies into the thick of battle. Number 11, Elrond. Lord Elrond, an elf, was one of the leaders of the Free Folk that defeated Sauron at the end of the Second Age in the Battle of the Last Alliance. He has also battled against many an orc, goblin and troll. He has faced off against the raids of Sauron and bested them in combat, and in addition to his martial prowess, he also has the Ring of Power, which is Vilya, the Ring of Air, and that is one hell of a power-up. Number 10, the Watcher in the Water. This is one of the nameless things that lurk outside the west gate of Moria. It is an incredible beast that is seen in the Fellowship of the Ring, and a very powerful creature owing to its dark nature and immense size. It took the entire Fellowship of the Ring, including Gandalf, to fend it off, and they were only able to escape after the walls came crashing down, blocking it outside of the cave. Number 9, Gwaihir. Also known as Gwaihir of the Windlord, he was the greatest and the current lord of the Great Eagles during the Third Age. In The Return of the King, Gwaihir and the other great eagles arrive at the Battle of the Black Gate and attacked and defeated Nazgul and their Felbees. In The Hobbit and the Battle of the Five Armies, he was seen killing orcs and wargs like they were nothing. Number 8. Saruman. Also known as Saruman the White, he was the first of the wizards, the emissaries of the Valar sent to Middle-earth in the Third Age to help counter the returned Sauron. However, in the Third Age he turned coat and became an ally of the Dark Lord. And of course, as an Istari, a Maiar, he would be immensely powerful, especially with his magical powers. Number 7. Durin's Bane. This was a Balrog of Morgoth and had fled the destruction of the War of Wrath to hide deep below the caves of Moria. As a Maiar spirit, a corrupted one, it was far beyond any mortal in power and bears no allegiance even to Sauron, since its chain of command was directly under the original Dark Lord, Morgoth. However, it wasn't the most powerful of the Balrogs. Number 6. Gandalf. He is the current White Wizard, but before that, as the Grey, he was the one that defeated the Balrog called Durin's Bane, in a prolonged battle that took place all over Moria, from the depths of the caverns to the peak, of course with great help from his ring Narya, the Ring of Fire. When he was returned from death as Gandalf the White, he was blessed with even more power from the Valar, hence sealing his spot here high up in this list. Number 5. The Witch King of Angmar. Although seemingly just another Nazgul when he confronted Frodo and company in the Watchtower of Amon-Sur, he is in fact the most powerful servant of the Dark Lord Sauron. This was evident in The Return of the King, where he was endowed with even more power by Sauron, and he was able to shatter Gandalf's staff by merely uttering a few words. Number 4. Galadriel. Galadriel was the Lady of the Woods of Lothlorien. All in all, she is one of the most powerful and the greatest elves of Middle-earth. She surpasses nearly all others in beauty, knowledge and power. She also bears a ring of power called Nenya, the Ring of Adamant or the Ring of Water, which further enhances her already immense power. In The Hobbit, she was able to banish Sauron to the Dark Lands with all her might. Number 3. The Stone Giants. The origins of these giants are unknown, as is when exactly they first appeared in Middle-earth is somewhat of a mystery. However, it seems that they entered the history of the peoples of Middle-earth in the Third Age. They are gigantic in size, hundreds of meters tall, and made entirely out of rock or stone, which renders them immune to the smaller races since they would all be like ants compared to them. Number 2. Smaug. Smaug was the fire drake of the Third Age, considered the last great dragon of Middle-earth. He was attracted to the riches of King Thror in Erebor, and immediately invaded and drove out the entirety of the Dwarven population there. Their armies and all their weapons was useless. If this isn't power, I don't know what is. He was impenetrable to any physical weapons, and was only killed due to a lucky shot by Bard the Bowman penetrating a weak spot in his chest that bore no scale. And number 1. Sauron. The Dark Lord, of course, is the most powerful being in Middle-earth as of the timeline of the Second and Third Ages. He was the creator of the Rings of Power and also of the One Ring, which bore his life essence. While power and ranking can be subjective, especially in this universe, the top spot has no other holder than him, and I'll fight anyone that says otherwise. Anyway, even as a spirit lacking his other half, which is the ring, he was still able to easily overpower Gandalf and took the entire might of Galadriel to temporarily banish him to Mordor. So those are the 20 most powerful characters and beings of Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit movies, excluding the Rings of Power, which is shit. Now if you like this video, then watch this other one as well, and do check out our channel for other monster content. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, fam.